Hey everyone, I'm Daryl. Welcome back to our farm. In a previous video, you've seen us refurbish one of our old chicken coops to house some layer chicks. In this video, I'm going to take you through how we assemble our unique, lightweight chicken tractor made primarily out of PVC. This lightweight chicken tractor is made primarily out of 1.5-inch PVC, some chicken wire, cage wire, and furniture PVC couplers. I also have some 2x2s that we're going to use for the roost. And that's all of the material. I will leave links in the description below on where you can find most of these products and where I got them from. So we're going to go ahead and start getting this thing assembled. I hope you enjoy. So it's important in the beginning steps to have a flat surface to ensure that all your couplers stay flat for the base. By keeping everything flat and square, this will make the assembly go much quicker and smoother. I have the ends and the middle H is completed right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dry fit the center of the H and one end to make sure everything stays flat and square. Then I'll glue that end, and then I'll come back here and glue this one and then the middle. This is winter in North Carolina this year, 75 degrees. Well, the most important part is done. The bottom frame is together and it's all nice and square and tight. There are 12 2-foot PVC supports that go around for the next level. I have them all put in place. Now I'm just going through and gluing each one down. Now that all the supports are glued into place, I'm going to put each of the fittings that I need in the location so that I can just move right along and keep this going nice and smooth. So as long as you get one corner really squared and one side squared up, the rest of this doesn't really matter what order you do it in. Just work methodically and make sure everything is fitting nice and tight and square. So these short pieces go at each corner and in the middle of the outside. We elected to go with a short coupler here. It's only, I think, 3 inches, but you can make these as tall as you want. It won't affect the length of the roof supports or the angle. And this is where you can adjust the height of this coop. Clue. So just like with every project, back to the hardware store we go. Well, we're back from the hardware store. and we're gonna get right back to it. So I'm assembling the roof supports right now, and then we're gonna dry fit them to make sure that the angles are still right and the length is still good. Looks like it fits just fine. Well, this is all glued together and it fit perfectly. Well, that's about it for the PVC frame. We still need to put the door in, the roost, and then wrap it in fencing. Frame's all done. Now, although we are probably going to use this tractor primarily for meat chickens, we are putting roost in here so that it can be a small laying coop too. The first meat birds that are going to be in this tractor are American breast roosters. And unlike the Cornish game hens that like to be lower to the ground, these guys actually like higher roosts like a laying chicken. So for our roost, we prefer a 2x2 board. We've read scientific papers that say that chickens prefer this over any other type of roost. And they're also, at this length, pretty substantial. They hold up without sagging underneath the chicken's weight. The boards that we're using for our roost are actual 2x2s. They're not commercially made lumber, which normally is like 1.5 by 1.5 inches. So we're having to trim down the corners a little so that they can fit in our couplers. It looks like they fit pretty well. We will be putting a couple screws in here to make sure they don't rotate on the chickens. Well, we're losing sunlight. The drill says it's tired and we still have animals to feed. We'll finish this up tomorrow. Well, it's a couple days later. We had some rain and some weather that we had to deal with. So now we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna be putting the fence around the bottom and chicken wire over the top. So we have the fence loosely put around the bottom of our coop here. Now we're gonna go through with these zip ties and pull it snug. Now, don't pull it too tight. If you pull it too tight, you risk breaking some of the fittings in the PVC. It still is plastic. So with the corners, we've elected to fold them in instead of cutting out the excess. The reason for this is we're trying to eliminate as many sharp points that could potentially tear a tarp or snag clothes. Well, we've got the cage wire all the way around the bottom. It's all zip tied in place. We're just gonna trim off the excess and then we'll get to the chicken wire. Now it's time for the chicken wire. That couldn't have fit any better. So we like to cover the backs of our coops to offer better weather protection, and chickens also prefer a dark, private place to lay their eggs. For the door, we went with a 3/4 inch PVC pipe and 3/4 inch elbows. The reason we do this is because it makes the door a little bit lighter, and we're just using zip ties as hinges. Hi, Mama dear. Oh, I love you too. Excuse me.
Excuse you, Mama.
Hi, Bubba.
You're a good girl.
Hi.
Good girl.
Hi. Can I finish? Can I finish? I love you too. Come on, Bubba. Good boy.
You're a good boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. Junie. Crazy.
Say. So we just attach a rope to the front, and this allows us to scoot it along the ground. Well, the coop's all done. It took us about 6 hours. Very simple construction. We're gonna be putting some plans together that you can download off our website at redtailedfarm.com. And if you'd like to see the rest of the chicken playlist, click right here. Thanks everyone, have a great day.